Okay, today we have a Dell Optiplex 7050. We will be rebuilding. It is the buyer specs. He wants for the buyer specs he wants 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, 256 gigabyte SSD, 1 terabyte hard drive, and a Wi-Fi card. So we'll start out by just taking the case off. Here, push this blue button down, slide the lid off, put the light on so we can see what we're doing. Okay, and then we will, oops, sorry guys. We will take the front piece cover off, which is 1, 2, 3 prongs. Take that off there. And then we will just pop it. Well, first let's take these. This is the drive bay cover, and this is for the 1 terabyte hard drive. So we'll take that off, pop it open like that. Just kind of crack it open, and you see it's like bare bone basically. So we have to put everything in. This is the 256 gigabyte SSD M2 drive. I'm going to pop that right there. It's already pre-installed Windows, so we'll put that in there like that. I like to do these in like one after the other, so I have them ready. There we go. So we'll pop that in there, put the little pin, and come on, there we go. Put that there. We got the 2 8 gigabyte sticks of DDR4. I don't like to mix these up. This is a 2400T and this is a 2133P UA2. So what we'll do, I'm just going to put the same for each one. We'll grab another stick of RAM. Where did I put it? There we go. So we'll take the 2133P and we will another stick of RAM out of there. Put this together. There we go. So we have 2133P, 2133P. And of course we'll put it on the DIMM 1 and DIMM 2. Those are the white ones. You want to save the black ones for the if you have 3 and 4 DIMM sticks. So we'll put in the 1 first. There we go. Let's put it in correctly. Let's pop that right in there. Click, click. And number 2, put it in. Click, click. Okay, let's make sure it's secure. Okay, so far we have the SSD, the RAM, and then we will take the hard drive and we will put it in the hard drive caddy. So we'll always put the back facing out so we can have access to the wires. So we'll pop that in like that, and pull the lever back, get it in. Good, good. Easy stuff. Okay. So they're all in secure, nice and secure. Okay, great. So we'll just put that back in there like that. Slide it in till it clicks. Take the bay drive cover, pop that in there. It's for aesthetics. I don't think you really need that, but it makes the customers happy when they see all the pieces are there. So one thing we don't want to forget to do, which is sometimes I do forget and I got to take it all off again, is you want to make sure the wires that go to the drive are connected. Otherwise, the drive will not be recognized, and then you gotta take it all off, restart the computer, and all that. So let's just do it now. Connect it. Side of drive. Good. Make sure that's in nice and secure. One time I closed it up and it had a fan failure. The fan wasn't moving at all because the wire was stuck in the fan. So You want to keep that nice and clear. Make sure there's least amount of play as possible without actually pulling on, tugging on the connection. So, okay, cool. So we'll close that up. Everything good? Click, click. And then we will put the cover back on here. The hinges go right in each specific one. Close that up, click, click. Okay. And last but not least is the USB adapter drive. They come with these CDs for like installation, but when you install it, it's going to automatically, register the drive. I also like to add a Bluetooth dongle because they're only like $2 to $4. So customers happy if they get one of these. They have Bluetooth access. So we'll put that in the drive there. You can put these in the USB 3.0 or 2.0, doesn't matter. So we'll connect that, put that there. We got a Wi-Fi, a Bluetooth. Okay, let's put the cover back on. Let's turn this bad boy on. There we go. Right. We will make another video showing how to actually install the OS for complete rebuild. You have to go through some options in BIOS just to make sure you're it's going to recognize the OS. Sometimes the previous owner might have had some settings where it wasn't recognizing legacy drives and all that. You have to go through and just kind of change it over. I'll show you how to do that in the next video though. Okay, so you put the USB. Let's use these for I guess it doesn't matter. Keyboard and mouse, okay. Good, and one last thing is the HDMI. We'll put that in so we'll have signal to the monitor. Otherwise, we'll be looking at a blank screen. Cool. Let's put that down there. Let's just kind of put that on the floor, just so we don't knock it on the floor. Okay. I don't want to knock it off the desk. No, that would be a nightmare. Okay, let's put this over here so we can see what's going on. Okay, we'll push the power button. Turn this light off. Power button. Right here. Okay, got a blinking yellow light. That means the memory probably didn't get seated properly. Whenever you see this blinking yellow light, don't be alarmed. Okay, it just means that something didn't get seated properly, which is probably the memory. So what I'll do is take the cover back off, turn the light back on, pop that open, just like so. And you see where you see the memory, you just kind of give it a few pushes. Do a few wiggles, few pushes. Wiggle, push, wiggle, push. Okay. Maybe let's hold it down to make sure it registers. I don't want to believe that there's a bad stick of memory in there. It could be, but let's restart it. Nope, still yellow blinking. Okay. Okay, let's turn it off again. You're going to come up with all kinds of problems. You just got to work through them. So this is in real time here. So we'll unplug it. We will take the stick of memory out and examine it. See what's going on. This is 2133p. Let's check this one. What does this say? 2133p. Okay, now let's put them in one at a time just to see what's going on here. We'll put the one in. Okay, and then we'll restart it. Okay, if you see a white light, you know that it's all set to go. Where the power button is, yes. You push it, it's gonna actually sound like it's coming on and it's gonna cut off. What it's doing is reading the memory, see if the memory is good. So it just cut off again. So you push the white button there, push the button there, and it should. If it turns white, then you know it's good. If it blinks yellow, you know it's not. Something's up. So the amount of system memory change. That means that it does recognize the memory. So before we actually go through it, turning it on, let's put the other one in there and see what happened. So this is, let's push the F2. Cut it off, unplug it, and then we will put the other stick in and see what happens. Should just need to be cleaned. Just wipe it off a little bit with my shirt. See, it's right there. Just wiping it, making sure there's no dust bunnies or anything on there. Okay, let's pop that back in. Power button once again. First thing you have to do is, there we go. See what we have. Plug it back in. Okay. What do we got? Still blinking yellow. That leads me to believe that there's something wrong with that second stick of RAM. Let's put another stick and see what happens. Okay. Let's turn it off again. Let's take this out. The first stick seemed to work okay. This one is seeming to give us a hard time, so let's put that to the side. Let's try this one. This is the same exact kind, but this is a different one. Let's pop that in there. Are you in good? Nice and cozy like. Get nice and cozy in there. We need you to work. Okay. There we go. Talking to the RAM. A job like this will do that to you. It's you and the computer, so you start talking to the computer. Okay, here we go. Let's check it now. Make sure it's in there good so we can turn it on. If the case is not on properly, you won't be able to access the power button. So the case is, the cover has got to be on properly. Otherwise, when you push that, it won't push. Yeah, the signal won't signal the computer to come on. So we plugged it in again. Let's see what we got now. Okay, we push the button. See what we have. Okay. And don't be alarmed if it sounds like it's going to come on and cuts off. It does that every time you put new memory in. So you just push it again. There we go. And let's see if that was the problem. Guys, on the fly, we diagnosed the problem and fixed it. That's pretty good. So there was a bad stick of memory there. What you want to do now is this. Hit the F1. We'll do F2 again. It's going to reboot it. But yeah, this is it looks like everything is okay with it, but There could be a bad chip or something on here. You got to be careful with these because you think you got a good one. I got to try to contact the vendor for this and see if I can get a refund for that one. Okay, so everything checks out. Boot sequence. We always want to have the SSD that has the operating system on it as the first one, which is where it wants to boot from. When we are rebuilding from a USB thumb drive, we will use this one, USB storage device. And then after the information is transferred onto the SSD, we'll switch it. But right now it's where it's supposed to be. So let's exit out. Okay. And it should restart with no issues. Let's turn this light off. I don't think we need this. So we will go to the disk management and make sure that the 1 terabyte hard drive is installed properly. So down here we have our Wi-Fi signal right there. And then we go over here to, what is it? There goes this PC. Then we go manager. Looks like the 1 terabyte storage is in there. Oh yeah, because I did do it previous. So just in case you have a question about that, if you put a new hard drive in, and this is after you did put the Windows OS in, what you would do is you would go over here to Device Manager, and Disk Management. You go to this PC, Disk Management. Well, first let me start from the beginning. You would go, let's X this out. You would go to this PC. Click on that. This PC. You'll go over here. Let's do it again. There we go. Go to Manage. And then you go to Disk Management. From Disk Management, you'll find your 1 terabyte hard drive, which is here. You right-click it. You push Open. But this one's already installed, but if it's not installed, it'll give you an option to do a quick format. You would do the quick format. You would name the drive, which we named 1 terabyte storage, and you press OK, and then it'll install your drive, and you'll have it right there, accessible to you. Cool. So make sure you update. You have to update these after you rebuild them multiple times, just to make sure all the hardware is running properly and all the securities are in it. So this one is good to go. So this is, and another thing I like to do is restart the computer after I rebuild it.